Today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the Mexico City Diablos taking on the Houston Gunners.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Gunners and the Mexico City Diablos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 61 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Here's a give up the middle. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Myers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play. First down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
40 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Diablos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. Caps. Caught here by Conley. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
To throw on 2nd down. Caps.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caps. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, Colvin. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Caps. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. There's the stiff arm. And he powers his way up past the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Myers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Caps. Quick throw to Freeman on the slant.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Caps escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st and 10, Caps. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Colvin, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Caps. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive. Caps got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw on second down. Caps. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Up the middle they go. Colvin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Caps. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On first down, Caps. The quick slant caught. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This will be played here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Colvin, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Gunners have moved out in front. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 71 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And they'll run on the inside. And it's a fumble. It's going the other way. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Looking to throw. Myers. And it's caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Diablos are once again back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Camps. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Camps. Gets it off to Freeman.
Finding room at midfield.
He's at the 30.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Up the middle they go. Colvin, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. On 1st down, Temple. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down at 4.
Now they try the right side here.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Myers.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Here's Myers off the play fake. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Myers. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Diablos have yet again retaken the lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time, a 9-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Caps. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Colvin. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field, and they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Caps. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Still 9 remaining on second down. Operating from the gun. Caps. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. and they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. The Lions are able to level their record at 3-3 with the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
To throw on second down, Caps. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Myers on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Myers.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Myers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Looking to throw. Myers. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Houston set to take over.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Camps. Flushed out right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Caps. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So they bring out their punter. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw is Myers. To throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, caught by Winslow.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Myers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Myers over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Myers now from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Camps. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Camps. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Camps. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Camps. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Camps. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Myers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Myers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Myers throwing on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Back to throw. Myers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Myers. He finds his man. Complete. That's Tucker.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now out comes Houston.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, Caps. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake. Caps. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw. Caps. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw on 2nd down. Caps in trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Caps. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Throwing after the interception. Caps firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action. Caps.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.